Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Back to you.
Kickoff to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The hand to the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go right back to it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
Dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Russell keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on net.
Maybe a crease. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Looking for an open area to his left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Look out, he's got room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Got some room in into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given them some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Off Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Keelan Russell. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Handoff to the single back. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Flying down the right side. At the 20.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. You have to lay out. You have to reach that football. You can tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Buys a little time. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. All by himself down the middle. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Bama.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Daniels. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reading it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Russell makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the tight end. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Daniels. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in this...
Here's a little room there. Tackled there by the defense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Throwing Russell. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He wants to change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Offense is stopped.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Complete. Snags it, and there's running room. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Off the play fake. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Russell. Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cardinals looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Russell. Looking for space to the left. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Russell. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. Throwing Russell. Quickly complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Finds his man. It's Edwards.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That last throw and catch almost enough to move the sticks, but they'll have to convert here on third down. Keelan Russell. Got his man on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
With the catch, it's Robinson. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Russell. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football.
Into the secondary on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. to the air. It's Daniels. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he